We are midway through our 6th grade year, and today I want to talk about world geography and world history. How's it going? What do we like? What don't we like? And all of those fun things. Now, this is my 3rd video in this series. I did do an update on language and on math and science, which I'll make sure that I include down below. We are using World Story 1 for our world history. This is from Master Books. There are 3 volumes in this series, and it is recommended for grades 6 through 8. Again, my daughter is in 6th grade, and so we are perfect with World Story 1 for the age range that it recommends. For world geography, we are using Exploring Countries and Cultures. This is recommended for grades 2 to 3 up through 8. Now, on 7th and 8th grade, they do say that there's not enough science, and so they want you to supplement with additional science, and then they also provide additional research for the 7th and 8th graders to do. So there is a break there between 6th and 7th grade with this Exploring Countries and Cultures. So let's find out how it's going. How are we doing with history and with world geography? Well, world geography, we'll start there, has been an extremely bumpy road this year. I purchased the Exploring Countries and Cultures used, and I also have all of the extra pieces that they recommended go with this. And it has been hard. They do have an amazing book list in the back of the teacher's manual by country. I couldn't find most of these books in my local library, and so I did have to do some supplementing, which again was difficult. But what was the hardest part for this curriculum with us for this year is that it is the same thing over and over. When you start a new country, you will be reading Windows on the World. This does not always match exactly with the countries, and so that is interesting. Now, normally they are within the same geographic region. Then the science that they have works with the Living World Encyclopedia. This is very interesting when we talk about the biomes. They also utilize Master Books Ecosystems from the God's Design series. And so we have been enjoying that. But again, it's just not quite enough science. And so we have had to supplement with additional science, even though my daughter is in 6th grade. Now, they have the Classroom Atlas, which again, this is interesting and we enjoy it. It has a lot of great information in it. And then you just keep going. There's just more and more pieces that are included with it. And there is very interesting information in all of this, but it's very bits and pieces of information, and they have pieced it together. For the 7th and 8th graders, which we ended up doing some because we needed more, is this Exploring World Geography. But what we found was that they have the same type of worksheets for each continent. So you'll be doing a worksheet on, say, the bodies of water when you're working with South America, and then you'll do a worksheet, the same type of worksheet when you're looking at Europe, and so forth. And these worksheets got, quite frankly, boring for my daughter. She did not enjoy them. And so we got to the point where we had to take a break. It was imperative that we take a break because she wasn't enjoying geography. And that really upset me because I know that she likes geography. She loved US geography when we did it, and I needed to find something that would spark that interest again. I went online and I found from Peanut Butter Fish Lessons some free unit studies that they provided. This one's for Poland, but we have done some other unit studies. These are extremely general. She does not do a lot of different pieces within the unit studies either, but it's different than what we found in Exploring Countries and Cultures, and it was different enough that it did entice my daughter. She did start liking it more. These Peanut Butter Fish lessons are set up for the middle school and high school age range, and there is a lot of information that you can get, and you do research on notable individuals, you do research on the countries, but it's just different than Exploring Countries and Cultures. And with it being different, my daughter enjoyed it, but she still wanted something that was a little bit more quote unquote fun. And so I found from Thistles and Biscuits, their country unit studies. These are awesome. We are really enjoying these, and they change based on what is going on in the country. Is the country known for music? Well, then you can study about music. Is the country known for graffiti artists? Well, make your own graffiti. And it is so much fun. Additionally, they have within Thistles and Biscuits recipes for each country, and we have been really enjoying making these dinners for every country. And so I'm so thankful that we found Thistles and Biscuits. It has been an awesome addition to our homeschool. All of that to say, from the ups and downs of geography this year, what we have settled on that is working great. For the countries that are included in Exploring Countries and Cultures, this is what we're doing. We're using Exploring Countries and Cultures and enjoying it. Also, we will be using the free lessons from Peanut Butter Fish Lessons as they apply to different countries within a continent that is not included in Exploring Countries and Cultures. On top of that, if there are even additional countries that we are interested in learning more about, then I went to Thistles and Biscuits and we purchased their unit studies. These unit studies are about $7 each, and so they are extremely affordable for us to have as a supplement for this year. This means that for World Geography, we will have it for 2 years. So I'm planning on continuing with this pattern for the rest of 6th grade and on to 7th grade. So we made it. We found out what worked for us, and we have really been enjoying World Geography now. It is very interesting to be able to change things up as we need to, and I'm so very thankful that we are able to do it, and that World Geography is interesting for my daughter because geography is something that she likes. I will be doing an end of the year review for each of the curricula we utilized this year, so please make sure you are subscribed, and then you can be notified when those videos come out. Now let's talk about world history. One of the main reasons that I did choose World Story from Master Books is because we really enjoyed America's Story from Master Books. Angela Odell wrote both series, and so we knew what we were getting with America's Story, and we were hoping that we would like World Story just as much. Well, World Story is different. First of all, this is for 6th to 8th grade, whereas America's Story is 3rd to 5th grade. So you're going to have those differences. But also, World Story is the world. So there's a lot more information to really combine down into the short lessons that we were used to from Angela Odell in America's Story. And these lessons are longer. That is just plain fact. They are longer. They also refer back to the Bible quite a bit. And so you'll see in a number of the lessons that there is a long passage of scripture for you to read that gives you more information about what is going on in this lesson. Thus far, we have not been enjoying World Story as much as we enjoyed America's Story, but we are still enjoying it. One of the things that I have brought in that we really like and has really helped us is the Biblioplan Hands-on History. This provides different projects that you can do with each of the chapters. Now, obviously, Biblioplan and Master Books are different companies, but for the most part, the chapters do match up. And that has worked really well for some great hands-on projects. Something else that I have brought in from History Gal on Teachers Pay Teachers are these doodle pages. These have been great review, great material for my in learning more about the topic, more than what is just covered in World Story. The way these doodle pages are set up is you have, would be the teacher's doodle page, and then you have the student's doodle page. So you can see that there are these lines within the student's doodle page. So when we're talking about things, the student needs to take notes. So my daughter has to take notes based on what we are discussing. And this is helping her with taking notes and it's also snippets of information. So we're not reading long paragraphs for her to have to take notes and be concise with that information. It's truly snippets, and it's learning how to take notes. This has also helped with one of my goals for this year. So I really like these doodle pages. History Gal has so many different topics for her doodle pages, and I'll make sure that I link her store down below. I am very thankful that we found the doodle pages, because I'm not sure how history would have gone this year without them. I still am not a huge fan of the worksheets that Master Books includes in their teacher's manual for World Story, but I do utilize more of these worksheets than what we did in America's Story. But my favorite supplement that we have found this year for World Story is Take Time for Art. This is a company all about doing hands-on projects with relation to art. I purchased the Egypt kit and we loved it. My daughter had a blast with all of the art projects that she was doing, which says a lot in our homeschool. So I'm very thankful for this. It does require a purchase of the set, and then also the videos to explain how to do all of the projects is on a monthly subscription. The subscription is $10 a month, or I think you can get the entire year for $40. But we only needed the subscription really for 1 month in order to do the projects that were included, because we focused on all of the projects at once, and that worked out amazing. As always, we loved our Who Was books, and that's something that we enjoy with all of the history that we've done. But one of our favorite books that we have started is Poop Happened. This talks about civilizations and how important waste management was, and it shows the different levels of civilization based on if they had a sewer system, basically. This does go from ancient civilization up through the current era, so we will be utilizing this book throughout all 3 world stories. But it's just a fun book to read. We are enjoying it, and my daughter, as much as she's grossed out by it, is actually having fun with it as well. So how's your year going? Please let me know. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.